The tongue map represents a distortion of its original source. However, the nature of that distortion can vary. Some misconceptions are comprised of disinformation, false information intentionally designed to mislead people. But many misconceptions, including the tongue map, center on misinformation, false or misleading information that results from unintentional inaccuracy. Misinformation is most often shaped by mistakes and human error, but the specific mistakes that lead to a misconception can be surprisingly varied. Perhaps the factor that most contributed to this misconception was its narrative simplicity. Once we hear a good story, it can be difficult to change how we see that information, even in the face of new evidence. So, next time you see a convenient chart or read a surprising anecdote, try to maintain a healthy skepticism, because misconceptions can leave a bitter taste on every part.
This report explores the topic of understanding knowledge in the age of misinformation, focused on how misinformation affects public protection, decision-making, and overall trust in knowledge systems. The protection of the digital age has greatly affected the misinformation and exchange of information and explained the spread of false information. This is especially important at a time when global challenges such as public health crisis, climate change, and political instability require informed, equation-based imposition. By exploring the impact of misinformation on contact of knowledge, this study aims to shed light on the tools and strangers need to collect intelligence more protectively and promote human rights in the digital age. Knowledge systems are being fundamentally reshaped in the digital age, which raises the questions about what it means to be trustworthy. The report delves into the profound impact of misinformation on public protection. And misinformation has a powerful impact on how individuals and communities make sense of the world.
Firstly, I want to talk about the definition and the key concepts. How people understand knowledge in the age of misinformation refers to the process of how individuals acquire, evaluate, and understand information in today's era of misinformation, false information, and misleading content. The key steps include critical thinking, information sourcification, and the media spread the right information. Then I will talk the core concepts. The cognitive basis of our own set and trying to surmount them is a very big part of the understanding of knowledge. Secondly, ethics of information and responsibilities is important. Besides, we should open up perspectives and promote the flow of information and the transparency of discussion. Of course, it still has some research gaps, such as studying different ways of information transmission and false information prevention strategies, and education programs for specific groups are designed to help groups improve media literacy and identify false information. I believe that this research topic will be more perfect in the future.
When discussing the problem, our group adopted many quantitative methods. The main quantitative methods we adopted are focus group interviews, participants observation, and text analysis. At the same time, we also use virtual methods to assist in making our group work more convincing. As a result, we came to the following conclusions. In today's information age, it's difficult for us to avoid being exposed to wrong information. Even if the same information is spread to different people, it may have different results. Therefore, we should pay attention to identifying wrong information in normal times, or think more about what we hear and see before drawing conclusions. Our information comes from the information provided by artificial intelligence and from the collection of various people's websites. In addition to referring the relevant literature and books, we also communicate with others on blog. But when we collected information, we also face the challenge of identifying wrong information, and therefore I have a deeper understanding of our topic.
Okay,
So let me explain the process and the limitation of the analysis. In terms of themes, first, disinformation poses a serious threat to public health. Take the false rumors about vaccines. Therefore, the government must ensure accurate information dissemination. In addition to health, disinformation contributes to social divisions, such as by labeling specific ethnic groups. We need to build a more inclusive and equitable society. Next, let's discuss the content aspect. Disinformation often credits fear by making exaggerated claims, such as that certain policies will cause economic collapse. Media literacy education has become particularly important. Of course, we still face some challenges: timeliness, completeness, and accuracy of data. Therefore, more attention is needed.
The case studies highlight the profound impact of misinformation on society, focusing on COVID-19 and deepfakes. The COVID-19 case illustrates how false claims about the virus and vaccines undermine public health efforts and trust in institutions, while the deepfake case emphasizes threats to democratic integrity and personal reputation. Both reveal the challenges of balancing misinformation regulation with freedom of expression, as technology tools often fail to keep pace with evolving threats. Cultural, political, and economic factors amplify misinformation spread, particularly in context of low digital literacy or political polarization. Addressing these issues requires robust technological solutions, enhanced digital education, and globally aligned policy reforms.
It is my part to take a summary. In conclusion, it is clear that combating misinformation requires joint efforts from individuals, technology companies, and the government. The harm of misinformation in the digital age and how to address it. In the digital age, misinformation is like a cancer to society, causing profound harm on multiple levels. At the individual level, false information can lead to health risks and financial losses. On a societal level, it disrupts harmony and exacerbates conflicts. Politically, it undermines fair elections and threatens democratic processes. To tackle misinformation, we must focus on the following approaches: education and awareness. Promote media literacy to enhance critical thinking and information evaluation skills. Responsibility of tech companies. Optimize algorithms and strengthen content moderation to prevent the spread of misinformation. Government leadership. Implement laws to penalize rumor mongering and guide public opinion with authoritative information. Public self-discipline. Improve information discernment. Avoid spreading falsehoods and actively combat misinformation. Only through collective efforts can we safeguard a healthy information environment in this complex digital era.